Okay, good day, everybody. The Sports Inquirer. We are here with Callee Maughon from Georgia State Women's Soccer. Callie, the team was able to get a 2-2 draw in its last match against South Alabama. What was that match like for the team and being able to make a comeback after being down 2 goals?
The match itself was a very good match. We knew it was going to be a hard game. We went in prepared for the game. When at halftime, Ed said to us, he was like, he's never been so comfortable losing 2-0, and it was just because we were dominating the game possession wise, and it was really nice once Samantha got the goal. It was kind of like, okay, we can breathe, because being 2-0 is kind of bad, but once it was 2-1, I was like, okay, we just have to get one more goal and we're back in this game. And thankfully we were able to do that.
And you scored that game tying goal late in the second half. Watching a highlight, and I talked with Ed Joyce, the head coach of the team, earlier. That interview was on our site. You're a winger. You like to play on the outside, but you found yourself in the middle of the box and was able to put in a rebound. Taking me back to that play and what led to the goal.
Jimena Cabrero actually, who scored the first goal, took a shot on goal, and I don't even know how I ended up in the middle of the box because I'm really never there. Normally I'm back post, but somehow I was in the middle of the box, and as soon as she shot it, I was like, because Jimena's shot on goal percentage is very high. So I was like, this is going on frame. I was just like, it's either going in the goal or the goalie's gonna make a save. And the goalie made the save, but she didn't catch it. So I was like, oh, time to just try and get it in the net. And that's what I did.
And that was your first career goal, a college goal at Georgia State. What was that feeling like for you to get that first goal and that a crucial part of the contest?
Oh, it was very exciting. I was so excited. I've been waiting because last year I didn't score at all. And then this year I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to score. And once I finally scored, it was great, especially against a team like South Alabama. It was against a good team too. So it was really exciting. I was happy.
Yeah, and the team right now, you have a record of you have 8 wins on the season. You're 3-1-3 in conference play. You're sitting in fourth place, but it's a very tight group of teams in the standings. Where do you see the team right now as far as competing for a conference championship?
Oh, we could win conference championship easy. We really could. If we played like we did against South Alabama every time, we could win conference just as easily as any other team in the conference, though, because our conference is very equal, I would say, right now.
Mhm.
Everybody is fairly the same. However, I think we could be one of the top team or one of the top teams. We just honestly have to finish our chances.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, your South Alabama's in first place at 14 points. You have 12 right now, or Georgia State, so only 2 points separate the top four teams. You mentioned last season you were a freshman and had to deal with a pandemic year. How has this year been for you and the team being able to have a relative sense of normality to your soccer season?
It's been nice. I honestly didn't know what it was like to fly on a plane for soccer until this year, and it was really cool because I was kind of nervous. So I was like, I don't know how this works, but it's nice to be able to actually have a regular season and not a shortened season and have to wear masks 24/7 and COVID tests all the time as long as we're vaccinated. So.
Yeah, and the on the field, I see players they make their biggest adjustment between their freshman and their sophomore years. You have a full year of training, you have a summer to be acclimated to the program. Do you feel more comfortable playing and being with Georgia State and in that system?
I do a lot. I feel a lot more comfortable this year as compared to last year because last year I felt like I really needed to prove myself and I had so much pressure on myself. And this year it's just I just have to keep showing that I'm one of the players that should be playing.
Yeah, and you're in with a group of sophomores and freshmen. It looks like a relatively young roster. What's that been like for you with underclassmen being able to grow and develop together as a unit?
It's been good. I definitely took us some time this year to get more connected just because we're such a young group. But it has been good. And I know with the following years, we'll get even better and better. So.
Yeah, you mentioned flying. That was a unique experience for you. You're from Athens, Georgia, or from Clark County. I want to make sure I have it correct because it's north. It's North of County. So it's Oconee County, or is it Clark County? Where is
It's
you?
It's Oconee County.
You're Oconee, yes, okay.
Hmm.
But just in that area, yeah. So, what was that decision to stay within the same state and to play
Well,
at Georgia State? What was that process for you?
I really wanted to stay in Georgia. That was one of my main things. Like when I was getting recruited, was staying in Georgia. And I didn't want to go anywhere near like UGA or anything because I was too close to home. And Georgia State is just like the perfect distance from like home, but still like not far enough to where if I want to go home on like weekends, I can. And I also just like really liked the program and all the coaches and just like the environment itself.
You played earlier in the season at Georgia. What was that like for you being in your area playing college soccer?
It was weird because I grew up going to like Georgia games or football, Georgia soccer. So it was weird to actually play on the field that I watched like girls play on when I was like 13 years old.
That you played on that field before, or did you know some of the players on? Did you have any family, or just did you know the area as far as the people that were in attendance or playing against?
I had a lot of family members come and like family friends come to that game because normally people don't like to drive all the way up here just because of the traffic. So I knew like so many people at that game. I had a whole crowd.
Yeah. And what's the experience been like for you playing college soccer in Atlanta? And this year, you're downtown now with the new facility, so I'm sure that's been a welcome change for you and the team.
It's been exciting. Georgia State being downtown is very different of a campus, whereas if you like have like a regular college town, but I enjoy it a lot actually. It's very unique, I think, and I don't know. I just like really like how it kind of feels like at home away from home.
Yeah. And now the team goes to Arkansas. You're getting on another plane, this time to Arkansas State on Friday, and then Little Rock on Sunday. Two crucial matches in your push to be on top of the conference. What's the week of practice has been like for you as you prepare for these two big matches?
Yeah, well, we always know Arkansas State's going to be a good team and Little Rock. I personally have never played Little Rock because we didn't play them last year, but I do know they'll be a good team just because everybody in our conference is a good team. And like today at practice, we were mostly working on like building out of the back and like just keeping possession and not playing so direct because some teams you play will be super direct and we don't want to be one of those teams. We want to be one team that like actually possesses the ball and like creates chances through possession.
Yeah, and I talked with a coach about this as well. You like to be a team that possesses the ball and likes to push it forward. Is that something you work on in practice? Is it a formation? Like, how do you prepare to be that team that's very aggressive and has possession?
I would say it was mostly practice because by switching our formation this year, it has really like helped us keep the ball more just because we have more people in the midfield instead of just like up top and out wide. Because last year when we had more people up top, it was still just kind of like we would play big balls and just run onto it. Whereas this year we have more people in the middle to like help us possess the ball.
And then what is your role in this formation? Because I said you like to play wide. You found yourself in the middle in your goal in the last contest, but where do you see yourself in the formation and your responsibilities?
Well, I play wing back. So I think my one of my main responsibilities is to just keep the ball because when it comes wide, it can get kind of like hectic out there because people like to press from the wide. So mostly like if I just like need to keep like calm the game down by like playing back to like our left center back, or if I have the opportunity to go forward, then try and be some 1v1 so we can have an opportunity in the box.
And how do you handle that? Because that's a lot of two-way playing for you go forward, but then you have to track back on defense. How do you make that decision to go forward or when to go back and just keep your positioning? What's that process like for you?
Honestly, I run a lot. I just will run forward when I think we have an opportunity to get forward. And like as soon as we lose the ball, I just haul back as fast as I can.
All right. Well, good. Well, thank you for your time, Callie. We appreciate it, and safe travels to Arkansas.
Thank you.